Now, here's a bit of a challenging question for you guys, right? As you can see over here, we have some exponents, right? We have a bit of an exponential equation over here where you have to solve for x and y simultaneously. Now, you've seen before that you had something like x plus 6 is equals to y or something like that. And then you had this type of equation over there. You know, you had to make either one the subject of the formula, then you substitute. Now things are a bit different. We're given that 4 to the power of 2x plus 1 is equals to 16 to the power of y over 2, right? And x squared minus 2xy is equals to negative 1. So you have to solve for x and y simultaneously. Now you ask yourself, which one is going to be the most simplest? Would you guys believe me that the exponential one is going to be the simpler one? Do you? Trust me. Look at this, right? So over here on the left hand side, right, we have 4 to the power of 2x plus 1 is equals to 16 to the power of y over 2. So now we have to basically think about our exponent laws, right? You know that if the base are the same, the base stays the same, and we could drop the exponents. But let's try and see if we can make the bases the same. So let's say we factorize 4, right? If we factorize 4, right, you go to your calculator and you say 4 is equals to shift factorize. Shift factorize, right? Then you factorize it, or if you have a sharp calculator, it's going to be second function then factorized, right? You could basically see that 4 is the same as 2 squared. But remember, we have all of this over here. So that's going to be into 2x plus 1. Then it's equals to 16. When you shift factorize 16, you're going to get what? 2 to the power of 4. And that's all into y over 2. Look at that. We have the same base. So let's first simplify the exponents, then after we'll drop them. So 2 to the power of, we distribute this 2 in there. So that's going to be 2 times 2, 4x, right? And then 2 times 1, that's just going to be plus 2, is equals to. Now, we distribute this 4 in the numerator. So that's going to be 2 to the power of 4y divided by 2. 2 to the power of 4x plus 2 is equals to 4 divided by 2. That's just going to be 2y, just like that. Then you know that when the base are the same, the base stays the same, and you're going to drop the exponents, right? So you're going to have 4x plus 2 is equals to y. So which one can we make the subject of the formula? And it's 2y, sorry, right? Which one can you make the subject of the formula? We can make y the subject of the formula, not x, because we're going to get fractions, right? If we divide if you divide 4 by 2, we're going to get a half, and you do not want that, right? So rather, I'll divide everything by 2. Divide everything by 2. These 2 will cancel. 4 divided by 2, that's just going to be 2. 2x. And then 2 divided by 2, that's just going to be 1 is equals to y. Let me rewrite that. That's just going to be y is equals to 2x plus 1. That's my equation 3. So over here, I could call this my equation 1. And over here, I would call this my equation 2. Now, we simplified it. Now we can substitute this equation into equation 2. So, sub equation 3 into equation 2. So that's going to be, wherever we see y, we substitute 2x minus 1. So that's going to be x squared minus 2x into 2x my 2x plus 1, not 2x minus 1, is equals to negative 1. So that's going to be x squared. And then you distribute it including the negative. So that's going to be minus 2x times 2x, 4x squared, right? And then that's going to be negative 2x times 1. That's just going to be negative 2x. And you can take the 1 to the other side. That's just going to be positive 1. Positive 1. Make it equal to 0. Collect your like terms. So you have negative x squared times negative 4x squared. That's just going to be negative 3x squared minus 2x plus 1, and make it equal to 0. Then you can divide everything by a negative 1 in order to cancel out the negative 1, right? And then you're going to be left with 3x squared plus 2x minus 1, make it equal to 0. Then you can use the quadratic formula. X is equals to minus into 2 plus minus the square root of 2 all squared minus 4 into 3 and negative 1 all over 2 and 3. So when you simplify this, you get x is equals to 1 over 3, or x is equals to negative 1. And those are your two x answers. But remember, we still need to find our y answers. So what did we make y as? We made y is equals to 2x minus 2x plus 1. So wherever we see x, we can substitute 1 over 3 and negative 1 separately. So that's just going to be y is equals to 2 into 1 over 3 plus 1, or y is equals to 2 into negative 1 plus 1. When you simplify that, you get y is equals to 5 over 3, or y is equals to negative 2 times negative 1. This is negative 2. So negative 2 minus 1, negative 2 plus 1, that's just going to be negative 1. And those are your two final answers over there.